Right now on OTB AM, we've got the crappy quiz.
Chris Waddle.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know, it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell?
Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on Irish radio. It's the scintillating, it's the stupefying, it's the splendido crappy quiz. Every Friday, we pit three of Team Off the Ball up against each other in a no-holds-barred quiz of sporting factoids at the end of the week. Allow me to welcome today's contestants. Our first contestant today went full Shane Ross on last week's quiz, piggybacking on the success of another contestant. Nevertheless, he is the champ and looking to become the champ. Give it up for Adrian, who's your daddy, Barry.
Nothing much to add to that, Owen. All true. Fact.
Big birthday celebrations in the house, you can see over your shoulder.
Big birthday celebrations. We're dinosaur crazy here, and it's actually pretty good, yeah. Like, obviously, you can't have the usual kind of party and all that sort of stuff, but like, we pretty much just ate sweets from 8 o'clock in the morning right through into bedtime. So, and the kids enjoyed it as well, so that was nice.
Hey. Yeah, happy birthday, Adrian. Our next contestant today is back for the first time in 2021. He's watched on with his solemn shake of the head every week as contestants have bickered and moaned their way to unspectacular quiz wins. Back to put manners on his colleagues, it is Nathan "Nate Dog" Murphy.
It's a pleasure to be back.
Good to have you back.
Some shit show while I've been away.
Have you been watching?
Standard has been dropping consistently. Where's Gilroy today? He'd been given a lot of mouth over the last few weeks.
He's crying. He's hiding.
A lot of controversy last week, and Ger Gilroy is off in a huff this week.
He's off with the huff.
He's off with the huff.
He wasn't happy, Nathan, that myself and Tommy won last week, so he got a bit.
But I don't understand. I was getting confused. Have the rules changed that you suddenly became a tag team?
No, it was just like team effort.
The Legion of Doom.
Yeah, look, we won't get into last week. I got.
I heard Jojo prematurely push the button,
and got Tommy out of a hole. We had to join them up last week. If you weren't with us last week, you missed Tommy and Adrian having to join forces to try and take down Ger. And as a team, they combined very well to take him down. Which brings us on to our last contestant today, who was like the Gestapo agent in Raiders of the Lost Ark last week, as we witnessed his face melting in public and dramatic fashion. Never has a crappy quiz contestant crumbled in such a way before. That being said, he is the co-champ and back to reclaim his crown. Give it up for the Meath Hill Billy, Tommy Rooney.
Hello. I wasn't sure if I'd come back this week, given all the crap last week.
Good to have you back. As ever, the format is a classic crappy quiz with a series of questions on different themes, then onto the slip and slide of trivia, which is the rapid fire round. You can podcast a crappy quiz on the OTB SPORTS app. You can give us a 5 out of 5 on your favourite podcast app as well, even if that doesn't represent your actual opinion. And please send any questions you have via Twitter DM to @OffTheBall. Round 1, the boring questions round, never multiple choice. Question 1 for you, Adrian. If you include the home nations, the 5 nations, and the 6 nations, which country has picked up the wooden spoon more than any other in Europe's top international rugby competition?
Rugby man, Adrian Barry, from 2 provinces at the one time. Sorry, he's 3 provinces. He's from Connacht, but supports Leinster, but was very much on that Munster bandwagon for as long as possible.
From Leinster, of course. Actually know exactly where I'm from. But thanks, Nathan, for that confusion. Italy's obviously got the vast majority of them for the last 20 years, but so it's a question of as to whether.
I hear his kids are giving him the answers. That's the most sense we've heard from the Barry household in a quiz in a long time.
Has Ireland picked up, I suppose, in the region of 20 over the years? Could be there or thereabouts.
We're going to have to cut his thinking time so that the mic gets muted a bit more here.
The Scots, although they were a powerhouse.
Scots were a powerhouse.
The Ulster Scots, was it?
The Scots were. Look at your history, lads. Like, going to go with. It's tempting to not go for them, but I mean, it's very recent. But they've just won so many of them over the last 20 years. I am going to go with Italy.
Six Nations has been going on, whatever they used to call it, for about 120 years.
I know, but they would have been. It's hard to think.
No, they wouldn't. Ireland and Scotland won it every year.
Yeah, and it's Ireland is the answer. Ireland have 25, Scotland have 24. England not far behind with 19, Wales 17.
See, it's not such an outlandish idea.
Tough question, mate.
Italy was last.
Now, I'm
Second
looking
last,
forward to
in
this one.
Italy
Nathan's first question in about 6 months. How soft is Owen going to go here?
Question one for Nathan. Keith Higgins is the latest Mayo footballer to hang up his boots.
Oh.
But who did he beat in the final to win his Nicky Rackard Cup medal in 2016?
This is easy, sure. Come on. Any Mayo man worth his bloody salt has this one.
Nicky Rackard. Tyrone?
It's a good question. Well done.
Who knows it? Tommy,
I don't know.
What was the question?
Who lost the Nicky Rackard Cup final in
Like
2016?
Lancashire or something. Or
No, it was Armagh. You were close.
Oh.
Question one for you, Tommy. The January transfer window wasn't a classic, but can you tell me the most expensive signing made by a Premier League club in the last 12 months?
12 months?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I'm not going to get this right. In the last 12 months, I'm going to say it was Kai Havertz.
Boom. Well,
Get in there, Jojo.
Tommy.
Hit my music, Jojo.
That was so much easier than what we got.
That was a very straightforward question. I had that.
Would you actually have got that?
Had that, Jet. 100% had that, Jet.
Round two. Tommy's 1-0 up. Round two is the Great Sports People of Wales round. So we here at OTB respect and admire everything Wales has done as a sporting nation. And in this round, we will pay tribute to greatness that they have achieved. Question two for you, Adrian. Who was the last full-time Wales rugby coach before Warren Gatland?
Oof, that is a good question. First press conference I ever covered was a Wales rugby press conference with the Rob Howley days, the Quinnell brothers. And I was in college. I was 18. I looked about 12. And one of the Quinnell brothers was taking the piss out of me in front of all his buddies, looking like the big guy. And that convinced me that I should...
Why was he pulling the piss out of you?
Because I looked about 12 and I was going around with a microphone. Okay. Rob Howley... No, yeah, Rob Howley...
You can't talk about the Quinnell brothers and not do a Welsh accent.
Go on.
There's only one man in this quiz at the minute that can do that, Nathan, so feel free anytime you want.
Have you ever subsequently interviewed the Quinnell brother that was bullying?
I don't know which one it was. I remember, pretty sure Jonathan Davies was a gent, Rob Howley was a gent, and Neil Jenkins. They entertained me and my nonsense. I have no answer to the question other than a punt. God, I'm struggling to come up with a name at all, but I'm going to go with a punt. He was probably still playing at the time. Die Young.
Mike Ruddock?
No, not Mike Ruddock. Close though. Mike Ruddock was 2 or 3 before Gatland. The answer was Gareth Jenkins.
It's always one of them.
You just said something like that, shouldn't I? That's just
really
like Paddy Murphy.
Exactly. If you put in your details, give me a generic Welsh name. Gareth Jenkins is what.
To be fair, Die Young is not bad either.
No, it's good. Good shout, but no points. Question two for you, Nathan. Unfortunately, this is not a Hal Robson Canoe question, but can you name the last Welshman to play in the Ryder Cup?
I can't. I know exactly who it is. I'm just making sure there was nobody last time out that I'm skipping.
Owen, you can tell that Owen likes having Nathan back in the quiz because you can give him good questions.
Jamie Donaldson.
Correct. No sound effect for you.
Oh,
but,
so easy.
Jamie Donaldson is correct. You wrote it down.
That's ridiculous.
God.
Like,
even
Golf Weekly host gets piss easy Golf Weekly question.
Well, he did earn the winning point in, was it Glen Eagles under Paul McKinley?
See, I've never seen you do that, Adrian. Revert to writing your answer down and showing.
Because I knew if I said it after the Havertz question that you'd all say, "Oh no, you never got that."
Right. Okay. It's a good way of actually proving yourself right in the end, and you will have the last laugh, I guess.
And then the thing is, you never have to reveal it if you haven't got it right.
It's true. Win-win. Tommy, Ryan Giggs is one of 5 Welsh people to win the BBC Sports Personality of the Year award. Can you name any of the others?
Geraint Thomas.
Boom.
Great shout.
From 2.
How would have gone?
Thank you.
Joe Calzaghe?
Joe Calzaghe also correct.
The long jumper. What was his name? Jonathan
Edwards. Jonathan Edwards was?
No.
No, he wasn't. No, is he not like pure posh English?
Jonathan Edwards, not Welsh.
Did Jones win it?
Jones.
No.
Did
What
Jones
about
win
Di
it?
Young?
Did Jones win it?
There was a Di who did win it. Di Rees won it, and David Broom was the other one who won it.
Woosnam never win it.
Woosnam never won it, no.
Oh.
They love their Dies over there, don't they?
They certainly do. Tommy, you're on 2 points. Nathan, you're on 1. Adrian, you're on 0. We move on to round 3, which is the GOAT round. Ahead of the Super Bowl this week, this round will test your knowledge on those many, many people esteemed enough to be called the one and only greatest of all time. Adrian, question 3 for you. Which of the following numbers is the highest? A, the number of times Tom Brady has been crowned NFL MVP. B, the number of times Lionel Messi has won the Ballon d'Or. Or C, the number of times Cristiano Ronaldo has won the Ballon d'Or. So which of those is the highest number? Brady as NFL MVP, Messi Ballon d'Or, Ronaldo Ballon d'Or.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Messi is ahead of Ronaldo on Ballon d'Ors.
What's I can?
Oh.
So I'm going to make it between Messi and Tom Brady.
You're waiting on Jojo.
Pretty much, yeah. Either that or Nathan's facial reactions, neither of which have given me much of a steer so far. But in all of that, I'm probably going to go for Brady MVPs.
No.
Ronaldo.
No, Messi was the answer.
Did
Brady's only
Ronaldo
won.
win this year?
Ronaldo's on 5, Lionel Messi's on 6, and Tom Brady's been crowned NFL MVP 3 times. So Messi was the answer.
So the old Ballon d'Or World Player of the Year split makes it quite difficult.
It doesn't really, Nathan. I was correct in my assertions. You would have been bottom drawer with that, unfortunately.
You got it wrong.
Yeah, but you were also saying that Ronaldo
got it wrong.
more than Messi, which was
Nothing else
incorrect.
matters.
Incorrect.
Nathan,
I didn't lose any points first. Go on.
which of the following numbers is highest? The number of Super Bowls Tom Brady has played in, the number of Ryder Cups Tiger Woods has played in, or the number of championship games Henry Sheahan has lost?
Oof.
That's a good question.
So they're all in or around 10. Sheahan must have lost. Like he was there from 2000-ish. There's 4 or 5 there.
Are you including games he missed through injury?
Like,
No.
have you gone back and are you guaranteed that he played?
You're saying he played in these games as quizmaster, yeah?
You can guarantee that he played in all these games. He was on the pitch for these games. You have done that level of research, because I'm sure you wouldn't put out a question that you haven't done that level of research for.
Wouldn't go near it. Now, I will say this. If there was to be a Wikipedia page that handily had all his championship appearances listed, then that would be very handy. But no, of course, I went back and watched every single game.
No, Nathan.
Oh, they're all around. I am going to go.
What are you counting?
I'm counting Tigers, Ryder Cups. No, that was my answer. That was my answer. I said I'm counting.
Jojo.
No.
So I'm going to go. I'm going for Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's correct.
Yes.
No, come on.
So Tiger's about 7, Sheahan's about 8, and Tom Brady's 10. Am I right?
Tom Brady's 9, and Tiger and Sheahan are both 8.
Oof.
I didn't fully hear what was
Not
going on
funny
there because I was
anymore.
distracted by the kids. But did he just give an answer and then retracted him? No, he's not getting the point for that.
I didn't give the
retract
answer.
any answer. I didn't give the answer.
Jojo is handing out a point again this week.
I don't know what to feel outraged about here.
No, you'd want to go get that prematurity checked out somewhere.
He's got Nathan back this week, and he's given him a free point. That is an incredible statistic. Henry Sheahan has only lost 8 championship games, the same number of Ryder Cups.
Well,
that Tiger
if it's
Woods
true,
has played
of
in.
course.
Do you know what's more incredible? It's more incredible that Jojo has made the same bloody mistake 2 weeks in a row. That's
Oof,
more
you benefited
than
last week.
record.
Nathan, you're on 2. Tommy, you're on 2. Can you take the lead here? Which of the following numbers is the highest? A, the number of career passes attempted by Tom Brady. B, the number of career rebounds clocked up by Michael Jordan. Or C, the number of career assists clocked up by LeBron James.
Jordan.
No, incorrect.
There was no point messing around there, boys. Didn't have a clue.
LeBron.
The answer is Tom Brady. He's got 10,500 career passes.
Wow.
Jordan has 6,500 career rebounds, and LeBron James has 9,500 career assists. So the scores at the end of round 3 are Tommy 2, Nathan 2, and Adrian 0. Round 4 is the Fun Free Magic number round. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest gets 1 point. I'm going to state that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. So if you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of times 9 goals has been scored in a Premier League match by one team, plus the number of tries scored by Jacob Stockdale in Ireland's Grand Slam winning Six Nations campaign in 2018, plus the number of times before this year that a team has played a Super Bowl in their home stadium, plus the number of Irish players signed up to play with AFLW teams this season. Your 30 seconds expire when Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads. So the number of times a single team has scored 9 goals
me too.
in a Premier League match.
Tommy's literally doing a series on the AFLW. Like, that's tap in right there.
The number of tries Stockdale scored in the 2018 Six Nations. The number of times Super Bowl has been participated in by a home team. Plus the number of Irish players signed up to play with the AFLW this season. Pens down. Nathan, so confident. What do you got?
24.
24. Bust. Tommy?
What?
25.
Tommy, what have you got? 25. Adrian?
I mean, I could lie.
No, show us your paper.
Show us your paper.
29.
29. They've all gone bust, so nobody scores.
So it was...
What is it? 14, 3, 5.
14, 6, 4, 0.
Let's go back to the start. The number of times 9 goals has been scored in a Premier League match is 4.
Yeah.
So you've got Wigan as well as Ipswich and Southampton twice. The teams that have conceded the 9 goals, obviously. Yeah. The number of tries scored by Jacob Stockdale in 2018 was
6.
6. How many was it?
I'm after messing this up.
Oh,
I'm after messing this up. I'll accept that I made. I'm just going to check this very quickly. I'm going to check this quickly. It can't be. I have 4. I have 4 jotted down. It's 7. It's 7.
Oof,
so
6.
The answer is 25.
Oh.
Which Tommy gets.
Yeah!
So 4 plus 7. The number of times before this year that a team has played a Super Bowl at home is 0.
0.
Never happens. And the number of Irish players signed up to play the AFLW is 14.
14.
So, sorry, my apologies.
14. That gives Tommy a distinct advantage. In fairness, when it comes to the AFL, Tommy is to the extent that his girlfriend is getting concerned about the amount of Irish women he's texting late at night on a regular basis. It's just getting a little bit disturbing, Tommy.
She confided that in you because she hasn't said that to me yet.
Well, why is the phone buzzing all the time, Tommy?
My notifications are off, Nathan. Don't worry. That's it. 25. I think that's the first time I've got the rapid fire or the numbers round right.
I was tempted by 7, and I thought no.
Well, unfortunately, you might live to regret that. Tommy, you've opened
up a 3-point
lead
don't I?
on Nathan. No, you don't get a point because Tommy got it bang on. You would have got a point if nobody got it right.
Right.
To the final.
Here we go, boys.
You can't just change the rules.
No.
Yeah, you can't just change the rules. Yeah.
That if nobody gets that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points, and the second closest.
So what's the score?
The score is 5-2-0 in favour of Tommy.
Best thing to happen to me, I've had an ice cream delivery in the last few minutes.
Is that an actual? Oh no, that's a Lego ice cream, is it?
That looks tasty. Our winner tonight will be decided in the round.
Nathan not one. Nathan not one.
I'm at 2.
He's on 2. Our winner tonight will be decided in the round that separates the men from the boys, the Jan Mulbys from the Jan Bednareks. It's a no theme in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. So the score you get in this round will be added to your score in the previous round. 40 seconds for everyone to answer from the same set of questions. So we start with Tommy, then on to Nathan, then on to Adrian. If you get a question correct, I'll keep asking you questions until you get one wrong. And once you get one wrong, I move on to the next person and you get deducted 1 point. Tommy Rooney, are you ready?
I am. Let's go.
Your 40 seconds starts now. Which Six Nations ground has the largest capacity?
Twickenham.
Correct. Who is Manchester United's top scorer in this season's Premier League?
Rashford.
No, Bruno Fernandes. Brian Barry Murphy is manager of which English team?
Rochdale.
Correct. Troy
Rochdale.
Parrott has now gone on loan to which club?
Ipswich.
Correct. Name any Irish medalists at the last Olympics.
Annalise Murphy.
Correct. Which Frenchman was Six Nations player at the tournament last year?
Eddie Thomas.
No, Antoine Dupont. Max Kilman plays for which Premier League side, Adrian?
Burnley.
No, Wolves. Which province does Tom O'Toole play for, Tommy?
Ulster.
Correct. Which French team did Paul O'Connell sign for before his career-ending injury?
Stade Francais.
No, Toulon. In what year did Kilkenny last win in All Ireland's, Nathan? Time's up.
2015.
Correct.
2015.
Oh, no. What
Nathan's
is it?
got 1, 2, 3, so he's on 5. Tommy stays on 5. It's a tiebreaker. We may or may not have had technical issues with the timer there, but I asked 10 questions.
Yes.
Oh, no,
yes,
come on.
Yes.
Was the time up?
Yes.
Was the time
Jeez,
up?
Adrian, let's not mislead here.
Three-way split.
Adrian
So
got
you're saying-
-1. You got minus points.
You're saying we should have a three-way split because it's a tie. I like it.
No.
Adrian on
Nathan, you're
-1
lucky.
indeed.
You're lucky you got that point off Jojo earlier, bud.
Nathan on 5, Tommy on 5. So we move on to the how many Irish caps tiebreaker. So I tossed a coin before we came on air, and Nathan has won.
Sorry,
the
now
coin
I'm just
toss.
getting my coffee delivered to me here by the 2-year-old.
Oh,
Go and
class!
say hello.
Wow, very impressive.
Say hello.
That is a top class
Say
coffee.
hello, yeah. That's
See what I have,
top-class
Rose.
coffee.
Look.
Yeah, and look, see the Lego. Look at the Lego ice cream. Wow.
Wow.
That's a nice ice cream.
It's Con's birthday, not your birthday. She gets very upset if you talk about other people's birthdays.
God, that is an incredible coffee.
That's, yeah.
It's
Made
really
that all by
impressive.
herself. Yeah.
What are you making that with now?
The
Is it
Nespresso
French
machine.
press?
No, the Nespresso machine.
And you have your.
This is
I
the
question,
machine.
I question how much time you have in your hands, Adrian, if you're, have time to be making your fancy coffee.
Aeropress. My big recommendation.
Do you generally have your children waiting on you hand on foot?
Well, you got to, teach them some life lessons while they're stuck at home for 6 months.
Hold on. Can I just say something before we get into the tiebreaker here? One of Nathan's young lads is really good at football trivia. So just make sure he's not in the room there so we can help out Nathan with this next one.
No, he's not. No, fantasy football is his area of expertise.
Okay. Well, we got sidetracked there. We're on to the how many Irish caps tiebreaker. This is unbelievably tense.
How many
the
Irish
tension,
caps?
I'm not going to lie, was completely broken by the interruption of a coffee.
I
being brought in.
apologize.
So let's just bring that tension back up to the pitch again. Nathan, do you want to go first or second?
Oh, second. Whew, nearly forgot the golden rule of the tiebreak.
Tommy, how many Ireland caps does Malcolm O'Kelly have?
Oh, Big Mal. Adrian knows this. Adrian's got his poster up in his wall and everything.
Is not enough an answer.
I feel like I have a bang on here actually, because I write his guest captions every single week whenever he's on.
Oh.
Every single week.
Well, whatever he's on.
Unless,
like,
of course,
whatever.
Big Mal looks at it and goes, why are they keep putting that up every single week when it's wrong?
For some reason, 75 is in my head.
Is that your final answer?
It was, but yeah, it is my final answer. Yeah.
75. Nathan, what are you going for?
Ooh. See, I had in my head it was less. But Big Mal was
Actually,
around for a long time.
I can picture it now. 75 Irish caps, Malcolm O'Kelly.
76.
Nathan wins. It's 92.
Yeah.
Play the music.
All the captions been wrong for all those months.
Play the music. No wonder Big Mal never answers our calls.
So I got robbed last week because you combined my scores with Adrian.
How'd you get robbed?
And I got robbed this week because Nathan got the handy questions and the answer from Jojo.
And of course, the fact that I haven't been here so far this year means that all of the previous victories are pretty much wiped from the record because they didn't count. Get Gilroy back and let me take him down next week. I don't care which of these chumps you get rid of. In fact, I'll take on them all if you want.
I'm going to
Open
be
it up
gracious
more
here.
people.
I'm going to
Do a
say,
bit of work
Nathan,
on, get some more questions.
Well done. Hard luck, Adrian. I got a comment last week saying I was annoying.
I like the idea of
stop giving out.
Of another contestant.
Yeah, we might have to do that. Apologies to Malcolm O'Kelly, who's got 92 Ireland caps, which Adrian Barry would have got.
Are you apologising on behalf of the nation that it's not 120?
That's exactly what I'm doing. Nathan, enjoy your coffee. Enjoy the sweet aroma of your victory as well. We'll chat to you here next week.
Oh, yes.
On the Crappy Quiz.